Okay, what I'm going to do is start here just by setting up my inputs and outputs. I'm not going to worry about any of my programming at this point. I'm just setting up the buttons and the LEDs that I'll be using. Okay, so I need 3 normally open push buttons, 1 normally closed push button, 1 green LED, 1 yellow LED, 1 red LED. And that's all I need right now. Now, one thing I noticed is that the addresses given here do not match the addresses given here. They're off by 1. So this will be 0, this will be 1, this will be 2, and this will be 3. All right, so I'm just going to use my I/O simulator. And this simulator has lots of inputs and outputs for us to use. I'm going to pull it over here so I only see this row that I'm going to use. All right, so one of the first ones I need I0 needs to be normally open. That's how it's set. I'm going to say right click this several times and that one I think is my normally closed. Yeah, okay. And we need 2 more normally open for 2 and 3, so we just leave those as they are. All right. The outputs we need 0 should be green, so I'm going to right click on it and change it to green. And right click on the second one, it is set to yellow. And number 3, which is labeled number 2, I'm going to change it to red. Okay, so now that I've got those set up, I'm going to come back and start forming some of my logic here, and we'll look at it a little bit as we go through each week's material. But right now, we should be at least able to do this first part. We have an entrance and an exit. The garage has 25 parking spaces. It's empty at the beginning of the day. The parking garage manager starts the operation by pressing a normally open push button. As soon as the process starts, a green light turns on at the entrance of the garage. All right, so let's start with that part. And first I'm going to add a normally open. That's going to be my start for this first button. And I can right click it on it and I think it's edit symbol, yeah, and name it start. Okay, then they want the green light to come on, so we'll add in the LED and give it the address of the green LED. Notice in the simulator you can drag and drop those addresses, or I can double click it and type them in. Okay, sometimes it will. There we go. All right, so I'm going to name this one as soon as the green light turns on at the entrance, space is available. All right, so I'm going to name this one available. All right, so at this point, when I push the start button, the light should come on. So I'm going to switch over and try to run that real quick. It's been a minute. Give me a second. I don't remember how to switch over to run it. Sorry, I said it's, oh, that's it. Switch over. So I'm going to download it and run it. And right now when I close start, available should come on. Now, week 2, I think we learned about the seal in. So at this point, I'm going to flip back over. I hate that little guy. And it went away from me because I went too small. Sorry, well, I'll get there. Okay, so I'm going to add my seal in. And I add the address of the output there. So now when I run it and it starts, it won't stop when I let start back up. I don't want it to stop and become unavailable until I hit stop, or until it reaches 25, I think it is. All right, so now when I release start, it is still available. All right, next one I'm going to add in there is my normally closed stop. Because it says we use a at the end of the day, a normally closed push button is pressed to stop the process and reset all the counters. All right, so we'll do the stop part now. We'll come back and reset the counters later after we get them in. Obviously, I can't reset a counter if I don't have it set up. But this will be stop. And that part is now ready. And again, I'll run over, download it. One of the important things I found when writing the programs was not try to just piece it all together at one time, but do it a little at a time. So you make sure that each part is working as you put it together. So we now have start and stop that are working.